Hi everybody, my name is Victoria Taylor. I'm super excited to be here as part of InnoVaTe. We're going to be talking about all sorts of things that people in the state are doing in terms of innovation, technology. So I hope that you join me and along on this journey as I explore the many corners of this beautiful state, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Production of InnoVaTe is supported in part by Sovereignnet Communications, connecting communities, schools, nonprofits, and businesses to one another around the world. More information at sovereignnet.com. And by Merchants Bank, committed to supporting Vermont's innovators. More information on Merchants Bank is available at mbvt.com.
Hi guys! Today we're going to meet with an innovator in the creative arts, James Kochalka. James is Vermont's first Cartoon Laureate and is shaping popular culture through art, music, and video games.
How has innovation and technology kind of been a part of your life and inspired you to do all these different types of work?
Your show has innovation as a tech thing, but really innovation starts first in your mind. I'm just the kind of guy who likes to create all the time. Some of those ideas are incredibly dumb. Sometimes I come up with something that's actually really innovative.
Yes.
Some little spark that no one else thought of before. And the way you get that little spark that no one else ever thought of before is by just thinking of vast quantities of ideas.
It's exciting to meet with James, who is a think tank of ideas. James says he receives a large amount of inspiration from his family and environment. Let's check out some of the ways James uses his family to test his concepts.
When the kids were little, I used to act out a TV show for them called The Puppy Puppet Show.
Oh
would you like to see some of the Puppy Puppet Show?
Yes, I would love to see some of that Puppy Puppet Show.
Good morning, yes, bad morning, no. It's the Puppy Puppet Show. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Today on the Puppy Puppet Show, I will teach you how to play harmonica. Do you know how to play harmonica?
No.
You hold up the harmonica and you blow like this.
No, not quite.
No? Did Puppy Puppet do it wrong?
Yes.
How you play harmonica, boys and girls?
You have to hold it next to your face.
Oh, I hold it up to my face and blow. Yay!
You have to hold it up to your mouth.
Hold it up to my mouth?
Yes.
And blow?
Yes.
That's how you play harmonica!
You did it! Woo!
James is certainly entertaining. Imagine growing up with a dad who performs live from the kitchen window, draws for the SpongeBob comic, and has a number of his own popular comics. American Elf, Monkey vs. Robot, Elf, Cat in Love, and Fungus, to name a few. Let's talk with him about his process.
So you've been writing comics for a long time.
Yeah, since I was a little boy.
For people that maybe have not fully entered Kochalka world, like how would you kind of describe the style of art that you do?
So I draw comics.
Yep.
I draw comics for kids, but I also draw comics for grown-ups. American Elf it's my diary in comic strip form.
It's like kind of an autobiographical.
So, as far as I know, I was the first person to do a daily diary comic strip.
Do you have all of the American Elf sketchbooks in one place?
Yeah, I do.
Oh wow, can we go see them?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So that's 14 years of my diary.
Wow.
In comic strip. I'll show you the first one, but the first one's on the bottom.
And the very bottom, yeah. And these things look heavy.
The first one is about me buying the sketchbook. Every day for 14 years, I drew a strip about something that happened to me.
This is like so inspiring because a lot of the secret of success is just consistency. I know that you have inspired a lot of other artists and creators who've seen your work. I feel like it's inspired a lot of logos and designs and mascots. Do you get that feedback from people?
I'm a little embarrassed to talk about it, but I believe that I've had a profound effect on our culture, even though not that well known. For instance, dozens of my readers now work on Cartoon Network shows and stuff like that. And
yeah.
Pendleton Ward, the creator of Adventure Time, he used to write me letters when he was a student, and I can see a little bit of me in there. Yeah.
Sort of the noodly body forms, the open faces, like the designs of your characters.
And some of the storytelling style, yeah.
But that's so cool that you're someone who's like a very much a proto-internet artist.
So while I was doing this, drawing this daily strip, I drew on top of that more graphic novels that I can than
Shake
I
a
could
stick
count.
at. Yeah.
Several albums of music,
Wow.
all sorts of stuff.
James has certainly been a pioneer translating his innovative ideas to many different mediums. Let's take a look at his popular graphic novel and video game, Glorkian Warrior.
One of your most beloved characters is the Glorkian Warrior.
Yes.
And you actually created a video game based on the character?
Yes.
So tell me how that all kind of came to be.
Well, I came up with the idea for the video game first.
Okay.
And since I'm not a programmer, I started working on the Glorkian Warrior graphic novels. Then I met this video game company, Pixel Jam, and, you know.
The rest is history?
Yes.
So basically in this game, you're an alien, the Glorkian Warrior, and you have a backpack that is your friend. And what is the aim of the game?
You run around and shoot stuff.
You have your backpack friend who is firing lasers.
Your backpack friend goes with you on all your adventures and talks to you. He's actually the reasonable one, and you're kind of like just this out of control space dude.
So I know that you spent a lot of time creating and designing elements for this game. How long did it take for you to draw and color and animate all the different characters?
We worked on the game for 4 years, and I was drawing stuff for that I just died. I was drawing stuff for that like all the time. We went through many iterations of the game. It was a much bigger scope at first, like a big adventure, and I drew countless
Worlds and
yeah, just like, you know, and countless hours spent done doing that. We scrapped it all.
So you adjusted.
What we ended up with something very simple. Basically, we made 3 games, each one more simple than the one that came before, until we actually ended up with something that, you know, people really liked.
Yeah.
The more complicated ones weren't actually as compelling in their gameplay.
That's so fantastic. It started here, right here in Vermont, and people are playing it everywhere.
James has had a wide range of inspiring and innovative projects. To get a copy of his game, Glorkian Warrior, visit the website at www.glorkianwarrior.com. Let's take a look at a few more of his famous characters and see where some of James's inspiration comes from.
Here we have some of your famous characters.
Yeah, this is Johnny Boo and Squiggle. Squiggle is normally like
Tinier.
tiny, right? This is a giant Squiggle. This is the ice cream monster.
He looks kind of melty.
His head is based on the shape of one of the ghosts from Pac-Man. And then I just repeated that pattern.
I love it. What do you really love about living here and being artistic here and creating your work?
I love the change of the seasons because every time the seasons change, I feel like I'm rejuvenated again, and I have a whole fresh new set of ideas. And then like towards the end of a season, I start to get like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then it just changes again, and then I feel great.
And you start all over again.
Yeah.
What about the people,
Well, Burlington, Vermont is just a fantastic town. If you're interested in anything creative, you know, we've got more bands than you could count, playwrights, you know, painters, people making movies. So like,
what's not to love? Yeah. So if people want to check out your work and kind of keep up to date on what you're doing, where can they find you online?
I think probably the easiest would be to follow me on Twitter at @the_Kochalka.
Well, thank you so much, James. It's been a pleasure.
The tricky part is spelling Kochalka.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Today on InnoVaTe, I learned that innovation of all types starts in the mind. It was so fun meeting with James Kochalka and learning about his creative process, how he's influenced pop culture, and why he calls Vermont home. Join us next season as we continue to explore innovation and technology across the beautiful state of Vermont.
Production of InnoVaTe is supported in part by SovereignNet Communications, connecting communities, schools, nonprofits, and businesses to one another around the world. More information at sovereignnet.com. And by Merchants Bank, committed to supporting Vermont's innovators. More information on Merchants Bank is available at mbvt.com. Additional funding provided by the following contributors.